something better than when you look at me and you go, what are we doing? What are we going to talk about? Oh, no.
During the breaks, we start talking about other stuff and forget about the show. It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Anyway, where are we?
We're a Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHDS. It's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. Tell your friends, because we're on every Friday at 1 o'clock. And it's all you need to know to be in the know. And anybody who likes music, entertainment, classified ads, sports, politics, listening to two fools yell at each other, this is your show.
Yeah, well, 1.5 fools. I'm only there half the time.
Anyway, so what were you talking about last night?
Yeah. I went to, this is a cool season because it's midterm elections nationally, and there's stuff going on nationally.
Right.
And I don't want to get your blood pressure quite up that far.
Moderates. Moderates.
No, not yet. Breathe. I went to the Santa Clarita Republican Assembly meeting with the city council last night.
Explain.
Well, it's a little convoluted. We won't get too far into it. But what they do is the Republican group gets the Republican candidates for city council so they can figure out which one they're going to endorse.
Now, is this just for city council, or does it affect
It affects statewide and congressional and
so
Republican.
It's everything.
It's everything. But last night was just city council. And what they do is they have the six registered Republican city council members go to this meet and greet.
Okay, so I'm taking then half of the 13 or whatever who are running, half of them are Republicans and half are Democrats?
I don't know that. I won't say that. But there were 6 of them that were there that were registered Republicans. Now, whether others were registered Republicans and invited and chose not to show up, or declined to state whether they're Republican or Democrat or something else. Who knows? I don't know. But there were 6 of them there last night, and they gave their little presentation. They answered questions. They did some closing remarks. And then the membership, if you're a member of this organization, gets to vote, and that dictates who the Republican Party is endorsing in the Senate, in the city council race. Okay? So that's what happened last night. All right? That's what was supposed to happen last night.
What happened?
Well,
it didn't just go smooth and you just went home?
It's never, something, and this is my problem with politics in general, at any level. There's so many special interests, and so many different people are thinking so many different things, and everybody wants their candidate to look good and get endorsed, and on and on and on and on, that they forget that technically you're all still Republicans, or you're all still Democrats, or you're all still moderates. It doesn't matter. The Republican Party on a national level is so splintered.
Don't get me started on that.
Well, we'll get you started in a second. But there was procedural issues, and they picked 3, they didn't pick 3, then they decided they're not going to pick anybody, and they're going to put it all off to another vote, and on and on and on and on. When it's really just one of those things that somebody was unhappy because their candidate didn't do well, and they didn't get the endorsement of this group.
Okay, so they did hold the vote.
From a procedural standpoint, I'm not going to get into names because it's not worth it, but they picked 3 candidates that they were allegedly going to endorse.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't tell us what the 3... Why?
Because I'll tell you
fact.
I'll tell you that in a second. Oh, okay. All right. I can do that. They were going to endorse Alan, Dante, and Gloria.
Alan Ferdman, Dante Acosta.
And Gloria. Mercado over to Florentine.
Florentine. Gloria Mercado Florentine, yes.
Mercado Florentine. Okay.
Have to be fair.
Then somebody wanted the ballots, the actual numbers, which I think is bad. If you have an election, I mean, even when I was in elementary school running for, you're going to laugh, I ran for district attorney or prosecuting attorney. We were learning about law and stuff. So I ran.
That's where it all started.
It all started way back then. But I won, okay? But they didn't say John got 12 votes. Little Timmy got 6 votes, and little Dougie got 1 vote. They didn't do that because it makes everybody feel bad.
Right.
But we got to know the numbers. So
what did they think it was? Somebody was pulling a fast one on somebody?
You would like to think that they would remember that we're all Republicans and we have, in theory, the best interests of the Republican Party in play. No, I don't think they did.
All right, so bottom line, what happened?
Well, then they decided that since they were going to do that, then somebody goes, I want to see the ballots. I want the ballots counted in front of me. And it got ridiculous. The ballots were, of course,
nowhere to be seen. Was this one person that was raising a stink? Or?
There was a group. I don't know what their affiliation was, but it seemed like they had banded together a little bit behind maybe one of the other candidates.
Obviously, you could tell that they were in favor of the 3 that were not selected.
I have a feeling that they were, the word I would use would be disgruntled. Okay, they weren't happy with the results necessarily. But they could have been concerned citizens concerned with the process. I'm not going to read their intent, but they had an agenda of some kind, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. I didn't ask. But they decided that they were going to. Now, people come in, they vote, and then they go home. They don't sit and wait around for the results. I got stuck sitting around for the results. I was talking to some people and having a good time. So I figured, the results are coming out soon. I'll listen to them. Well, then everything just goes bonkers. They decided that they were going to take a vote to demand a recount. The ballots,
and this is 57 people.
This is 57 people voted.
Right.
Okay, there were 57 ballots.
Right.
Okay, I think the vote on the recount was 11-8. Okay, so that's how many people were there. There were 19 people there, less than 20 people there of the 56 people that voted, and they went ahead and said, "We want a recount."
So 11 voted for a recount, and 8 said, no, we don't need one.
Then they decided they're going to recall the entire election and do it again next month. I don't know whether everybody's going to show up or you're not going to show up. You're going to have people.
So does that invalidate it?
They're going to invalidate. So right now the Republican Party is not endorsing anybody for the city council rate. Now I heard rumors. I have not confirmed any of these things, that the state might get involved and say, no, there wasn't a quorum, so everything that happened last night is illegal and improper, and there's going to be another fight.
So
but see, that gets to my point: is the infighting in any political party is what destroys that political party. I mean, now I'm going to get your blood pressure up because you got mine up. Let's talk about the Tea Party versus the moderates.
Oh, it's horrible.
I mean, how ridiculous is that? Aren't they Republicans?
Yeah.
And you've got
in name only.
The
rhinos.
The rhinos. Oh,
Republicans in name only.
But how much of that is, well, we got to reach across the aisle and do something.
Exactly.
You know, the debt ceiling's coming up.
Yes.
Right? How many times have we raised
now,
that
the biggest fight for the debt ceiling vote at the end of February, I think it is going to be within the Republican Party. It's not going to be the Republicans versus the Democrats. It's going to be within the Republican Party because the Tea Partiers are going to refuse to do it, and then John Boehner, the Speaker of the House, and them are going to get in a you-know-what match again. And the Democrats are just
shouting match.
Yeah, shouting. I was going to use another
I know you're going to use a different word.
I don't want to get in trouble.
But we raised the debt ceiling so much. Don't you think it should be like a debt sky now? More roof.
A debt sky?
The roof is on fire.
Yeah, you know the debt ceiling, the sky's the limit, right?
The sky's the limit, yeah.
And that is a travesty, and it's tragic.
Yeah.
And it's our kids and our grandkids are going to pay for it if we keep raising it.
Well,
so I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, and you're right. The moderates and the Tea Partiers and the Republican Party on a national are splintering the party, and I don't know what to do about it.
And you don't see and hear about it as much as everywhere else. So it's on every level. It's on every level. But anyway,
and you witnessed it firsthand last night.
I witnessed it firsthand. Democracy and
little old Santa Clarita.
That's it.
Now, real quick, because I'm a little ignorant on this. Is this a legally bound thing?
We're not going there.
No. I'm just
Peter, help me. You're listening to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on Santa Clara's hometown station, AM 1220.